Welcome everyone. Today's video finds us over here in Nakhon Pathom. It's that province, but we're about an hour away from Bangkok to the west. Nakhon Pathom is still a little bit further on, but where we're at right here is we're next to a temple here. We're at Wat Sawannaram, and we're going to take a look at the Maha Canal right behind me here. This is a canal that cuts through all the rural Thailand out here and enables them to do all their farming. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump on a boat. I did this about 2.5 years ago or so, and we're going to go check out a Lotus field. You're supposed to be able to paddle a boat around. We're supposed to go see like a little floating market that's out here, make some rice crackers, and do a couple other things. So anyway, the boat itself is 350 baht. You rent the whole boat, so it doesn't matter how many people are on it. And then it's 80 baht each for like accessing like the Lotus farm and everything else. So anyway, let's go see what we see today. So this is the canal. You can see the water hyacinths floating around here and all the fish. So the Thais come over here. They do this also. They come from Bangkok, so we got a couple groups of them out here. They come over here and they feed the fish, and they'll stop at the temple. The temple's back here. It's kind of cool. I've never been inside of it, but it has a nice chetty and stuff like that. But the school is right here, and then we'll go over here to the little pier. And there's a place right here that you can buy the fish food and everything else. And the little pier has a restaurant, which actually isn't too bad. We've ate there before. It's got some nice tom yum noodles. So they call this agritourism along the Mahasawat Canal by the Long Tao. And then these are the 4 activities that you should be able to do. So the orchid farm, the rice crackers, the Lotus farm, rowing a boat, and then you can make some juice from the jackfruit. Now last time, and there's the phone number right there. So you can talk to Mr. Manun Narasai, and there's this phone number. And I think people bring like a van tour and stuff like that from Bangkok over to here. So if you didn't want to go to like Dam Non Saduk, this would be a nice alternative. So here's the little restaurant, and it's pretty nice. You can see they got their stuff up there. And then here's the little restaurant and little pier. And we'll get the boat. So we'll talk to this guy over here with the hat, and this is kind of cool here. Their houses and everything is built right on the side of the canal. And so here's one of the boats. Looks like this one's an aluminum one. Big tour that came in. And here's another one of the more traditional Long Tao. Okay, so here's our boat. So we'll jump in here. And here's the lady boat operator. And you see the other boat over here. All right, so here we go. So the tour takes as long as you want it to take. So if you want to spend a lot of time paddling around in the Lotus paddy, you can. If you want to spend more time at the floating market, and there's another one of the boats going. And I think this is a boat that starts maybe over at the floating market or somewhere else, because they don't go over to the pier. They came over here to see the temple, which you can see the chetty over there. All the kids. And they're all wearing the life jackets. And some more houses here along the canal. We'll see probably fishermen, everything else out here. There's all the boats for the temple. Now what the monks will do from those is they'll get in the boats and they'll go around into this community and gather alms in the morning. There's another little boat. So we'll hit some waves here. So you see there, they got the little plastic bottles that are using as floaties. That marks off their little field or their farm here along the inside of the canal. So we're going to take a little jog right up this little side canal. You see all the water hyacinths here. We'll go underneath these low bridges. You got some bamboo jammed in there, marking off something. Yeah, I really like this. This is just rural Thailand. It's always nice getting out of Bangkok to come over here and see the countryside. So right here amongst all the coconuts and everything. Yeah, this soil out here is kind of salty, so the coconuts do really well in it. They can handle a higher salt content. Okay, so here's our first stop. We'll go up and check out the lotuses and then the the boats and everything out here on the canal. So that's the boat. So she'll hang out here and wait for us while we go check out the lotuses. And they have a kind of a cool looking little turtle here. Not sure what kind of turtle that is. We are out at the little lotus pond. This will be the highlight. It's kind of cool to go out there and you paddle around in the boat out amongst the lotus blooms and stuff. Yeah, this is what I always like to see here. It's nice in Thailand. You get to see all of these little lilies. Yeah, these are really nice here. Check out that flower. Humongous leaves. And we'll go over there and we'll paddle around a little bit. Now there's two different species of lotuses that they grow here. The white one and then the red one. So we'll go out in here a little bit. Yeah, so you can paddle around here by yourself, or you can have the lady come out here and she'll paddle you around through the blooms. And this is just basically a field. That's what you could say this is. All right, so we're done with the little boat paddling. That was pretty fun. All right, so now let's head on over to the market. Yeah, this is really pretty here. Yeah, and you can paddle around the swing and climb out of the boat and get some pictures if you want for the Instagrammers. And then they have places to eat lunch and stuff. And there's a coffee shop and everything here also. Yeah, we actually got quite a little bit of a traffic jam here. And so, see the lady paddling around here. So, quick little boat ride. Our next stop will be over towards the Talat Ban Saladin, which is the Saladin community market. We're just tooling along here. The lady running the boat and Bun's back there. It's kind of a mixed bag. There's a really nice house. Some of them look kind of run down. Some of them are really, really fancy. And you see they got their little piers and stuff out here so they can take the boats on the canal. All right, so here we are at the market. We'll jump out of the boat and we'll go in and see the rice cakes, how they make them here. All right, so got a guy here singing karaoke. The lady on the boat, she was singing too. She really likes this song. And he sings it so lovely. Nothing better than karaoke. All right, so we got a little fresh market here. They got the little thatch roof, little buildings here. So you got some vegetables. So the locals will come over here and they'll buy stuff, plus a little bit of the tourists that come over from Bangkok. Little coconut desserts. All right, so let's see over here how they make the rice crackers. The khao tang is what. So they use the rice right there. So she's going to heat up the oil. So put it in the plastic, make it into a little ball. And then after she's done with it, she'll smash it. Make it into the cake. And then make it pretty with the little heart cookie cutter. Little heart. So what they do is after they do that, they put it out in the sun for 2 days where it'll dry. And it all shrinks up. And you cook it in the oil for 150 degrees is the temperature of the oil. So she'll cook them in oil for a couple minutes. After she's got it cooked, takes them out, lets them drain. So I have the little sauce, so we're gonna take the little cracker and eat it. So they have the pork floss, and they have the little sesame seeds, and this here has like the sugar and the chili paste and stuff like that in it. So let's try this out. So throw some of the chili paste stuff on it. The little paintbrush. Oh, Bun's gonna make it with the pork floss. All right, give it a bite. All right, how does it taste, Bun? Is it spicy or just sweet? Not spicy? All right, let's give it a taste. Sweet? Let's taste it. It's pretty good. It's sweet, not spicy at all, but a nice little snack. I would eat it again. We got some of the pomelo, the samo as they call it. So get one of those for 35 baht. The big one's for 50, it looks like. Oh, and here we go. Some of the goyang, they call it. These are the roasted bananas. And then they smash them down, and then they throw like a really sweet syrupy sauce on the top of it. Might get some of these. These are always nice. So it's 25 baht for one little stick, 5 bananas. And so she just cuts them up with the little scissors, throws them in a cup, throws some syrupy sauce on it. So a little bit less than $1 for that. All right, so then you just eat it with the little stick. Yeah, there's not a whole lot here to this little market. Mostly vegetables and fruit, stuff like that. And lottery sales. Room for more. They probably fill it up like special occasions and stuff. So these right here, those are the aquatic plants that they grow in the canals. And these here, they grow next to the canals, and they have like the lemongrass and all the little stuff. So they put that in their cooking. Limes and more of their vegetables. So you got some of the long beans. And then I always see these here. I never eat it, but you see them all over. And then eggplants and the guava, a little bit of jackfruit, a few other things here. Yeah, there's not a whole lot at this little market, but it's all right to see. So to the left of where you get off the boat, they have a little food court area here. They have some drinks, they have some fish, and you can get a cook to order here. You can see all the sun-dried fish. Then they deep fry some of them. And some more cook to order here. Omelet and all kinds of stuff. All right, so we've seen the little market here. Let's go jump on the boat again, and let's go to stop number 3. This is our boat driver lady. She's loving the music over here. Looks like some of the local kids. All right, so back in the boat, off to our next stop, the market. Our next stop will be down, and we'll check out the juice. I think they make it out of the jackfruit. See, just the local countryside here. Another little side canal. Out making something on the little pier out here. Probably cutting up some fish or something like that. They're just hanging out here. Up here is stop number 3. So it looks like they must have replaced the tractor ride for the homemade juice. Quite a few little boats here on the canal. Now let's go up here and check out the juice. I got a 4-legged friend coming. So they have this kind of a little garden here. You can see these. These are those little tiny jackfruit that hang out here. Yeah, you don't see these very often. Usually it's the huge ones. They have some of this right here. So it's not the jackfruit. This is the phu khao is what they call that. So she's going to give us a little bit of the juice. And they have it where it's all dried out into the little snack. And they say it has a little bit of medicinal purposes. Prevent cancer and helps your eyesight. It slows down your aging process. So the phu khao drink.
มันไม่ใช่สาวรสที่ทานแล้วเปรี้ยวในตัวเองสาวรสคือเปรี้ยวใช่ไหมจ๊ะแต่ฟักข้าวไม่มีรสชาติเลย
It's quite nice.
รสชาติเหมือนมะละกอสุก
It's not really very sweet, but it just has a really nice flavor. Yeah, this is the guard dog here. He's living the life for Riley. Have a cat back over there. So this is the seed of it right here. So within 6 months, it's about this tall right here. And I'm trying to figure out how long it would take for it to grow fruit. So they make it into the lotion right there. And then they have the soap. They use the fukao for a bunch of different things. And mainly the little snacks and stuff like that. And then this is the recipe over here of how they process it. Yeah, over there is the local setup. They sell their little wares to everybody that goes by on the road. And the little doggies want to go with us. All right, so we'll jump back in the boat and we'll go to our next stop here, the last one. He's going to send us off here. Yeah, this is Bon Fukao. Oh, he's going to... That's funny. He does not like the motor. That's funny. All right, so more of the local community here. Yeah, it's always nice when you're on the canals because you get to see a different face of Thailand. It always looks so much different from the water than it does from the road. This used to be the way that everybody got around, is on the canals and on the rivers. Now it's all cars, so the face of Thailand has changed a lot. So these are a net. They drop down in here, fishing on a huge scale. Yeah, there's so many water hyacinths here. You're gonna blast right through here. He's over here fishing. You see he's got the little net. Looks like we're over here to the orchid farm. So here's the pier. Looks like a bunch of cars and stuff out here. All right, so this is the little orchid farm here. Let's see what it looks like. They got it covered over here to keep the birds out. You can see they cut open all the coconut husks and then they're growing the orchids here. So this is the new batch here. And they all have them up on these raised flower beds. And these orchids are quite cool. You see the little roots? They don't even grow in the soil. They just grow just like this. Then over here, these are the older ones. So you got the pink, or the purple and white, just the purple. And then you have these yellow ones right here. Yeah, I really like the orchids. And then we just have some white ones. Yeah, the orchids are a pretty little flower. Quite nice. We got some chickens running around, of course. It's Thailand. And then here's one of the white ones. Yeah, these yellow orchids. It's kind of a yellowish orange, but more yellow than orange. They're quite large. And there's this chicken. It's got some little baby chicks with it. Yeah, you see the two little tiny chicks running behind the chicken. Yeah, you can see these orchids. These are quite nice. And you can buy them from here if you want. I don't really feel like packing them home though on the motorcycle. So they'll just stay here. All right, so we're down there. She's getting the boat ready for us again. She's a talker. She's been telling us the whole time talking about everything. And a little bit more of a boat ride, about another 5 minutes or so back towards the pier. Yeah, I like these boats here. They're not so loud like those long tows on the canals in Bangkok. I like the smaller, you can actually hear yourself think. Those are those like Toyota motors with like the open exhaust and they just blare, the straight pipes. You can see a humongous white shetty out there through the trees. You see banana trees, everything else all out here. Back over to the pier. So this right here is a market actually. So they can pull up on their boats and then they can go and buy stuff from inside the market and then take it home. And then back over here is the little restaurant and everything else. that'll finish up our video over here on this agro tourist trip, this Mahasawat Canal. This was cool. It was 350 baht for the boat and then 80 baht per person for being able to go into all of the sites. It's fun. I liked going out there on the little boat and paddling around through the lotuses and all of stuff, all that. That's probably the best part to me. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like button. If you've been here, if you have any questions on this tour, let me know. I'll put a map at the front of the video so you can kind of see where it's at. We're about an hour outside of Bangkok. So if you have any questions, ask me and I'll do my best to answer them. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and stick around and you're notified when I post a new video. And from over here in Nakhon Pathom, remember, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.